Polaroid for refugees is one of the most amazing, let's say, projects I've done, and it started in 2015 as a response to the refugees crisis that we're still going through in Europe. And it's a very simple project based on the concept of giving back, giving something back to the refugees. I went on a solo trip in the Balkans, and when I went there, when I arrived to Bosnia, and I started realizing that the war, which was few years before, still was visible in some of the buildings, I felt compelled to do something about it. And at the time I was learning how to photograph, and I wanted to create something which could have been used for next generation. Pretty visible that the situation has been forgotten by the media, but not forgotten by the population there. I decided to go and not only taking pictures, but even volunteering. Volunteering in small NGOs, so that I could understand really what's going on with the people, and being in contact with them to see their everyday struggle. Not only because if you take a picture you can have an everyday struggle, but it might be just the 10 minutes you're with a person. But if you're there and you do your work as a volunteer and you work night shift and you see more or less a 24 hours situation in a place, it's rather interesting and very important for what you are creating. Family portraits, that's the beauty of these images. This is another thing that I hope this project can bring out, is the fact that you don't have always to see refugees dirty and and crying, because life goes on. And what makes me understand this project to myself is that we are so resilient as human beings. If we touch the ground, the deep ground, we come up.